Well, many adult children struggle both emotionally and unfortunately financially with the needs of their elderly parents. Home health care and senior living facilities are major decisions to face and ultimately to make. With me now this morning, Bridget Duber and Roque Santee from Elder Life Financial Services. Elder Life, by the way, is the only company of its kind to help fund senior care nationwide. Good morning. Welcome to you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Fascinating topic for me this morning as my own parents age. Roque, what I want to know first is how is the Elder Life line of credit really helping families?
Well, Danielle, we are the nation's leading provider of senior living and home care financing. We take a personalized approach in working with each family. In fact, we're often compared to that of a student financial aid office, except here we're dealing with seniors, their adult children, and solving those senior care solutions. We offer several solutions, but I would say the most unique solution we offer is our Elder Life line of credit. It's easy to use, easy to apply for, and very affordable.
Interesting how you talked about that kind of college dorm experience. I remember my own parents taking me to college and seeing me off. Everything comes full circle, doesn't it? Now we're kind of helping our parents navigate their next chapter. And I know in many cases, mom and dad may have some assets, right, that they can sell to help fund their elder care. But this isn't always as fast as maybe we'd like it to be. Can you explain?
Absolutely. You know, you talk about assets. Oftentimes people are thinking about the sale of their home in order to make that move because mom and dad's leaving that home and moving on to that next step, maybe in a senior living community. Unfortunately, the sale of the home doesn't necessarily occur on the time frame that's often needed or necessary. So it could be, you know, waiting for that sale of the home, waiting for ultimately the beginning of an insurance policy or other benefit that is really holding someone back. And that's really where we come in at Elder Life. We help to bridge that gap financially so they can get the care and services that they need.
I was here thinking it's probably in some cases, and you could probably elaborate on this, that gap, they need that gap filled right like yesterday because they may have waited a period of time and then suddenly realize that their parents need this care. How does the service work?
Well, Danielle, it really, I guess the key word is simple. It starts with a simple conversation with an Elder Life team member, and most often the adult child. We find that most often we are dealing with a crisis situation. People do try to plan, but oftentimes it is a crisis. So we'll find that we have an adult child who's dealing with many issues, and then they will call us and we'll work through what their particular circumstances are and try to find solutions that work well for them. We ask a few simple questions, and then once we discover what we believe are the right solutions for them, we work with them on that. We try to keep it very affordable. It basically costs, on the Elder Life line of credit, if that's the solution that should be chosen along with some others, it basically costs about $7 per thousand amount borrowed, so very affordable. And it's also quick and easy. It's about a 10-minute span or time to file an application, and it is approved generally within 24 hours, and funding can be available within that 24 hours.
You know, it's also interesting because I think by the time people, when they do reach out to you, they want that personalized approach. You don't want to feel like you're just a number and you're just kind of one of thousands there and you're kind of being passed along from person to person. And I know we talked a little earlier about that personalized approach. Can you share some examples of that?
Absolutely. You know, every family's situation or story is unique, and it really is important that we get a good understanding of what their situation is. You know, I think back to one of the most recent families that we assisted. They were waiting for mom's house to sell, and of course the children definitely wanted to help mom bridge that gap financially. And ultimately they were impacted by things such as paying for their own children's college. And their daughter's in their senior year, so it's almost over, and certainly once that time passes, they're able to assist mom and dad. But in the meantime, they just needed a little bit of financial relief, and we were able to provide that.
That must be such an emotional time for families who are going through it. What are some tips for kind of navigating these important decisions where you know emotions are going to come into play?
You know, I think it's like any other major decision in your life. You try to understand what resources are available to you, try to educate yourself on how to access those resources, and plan a little in advance. However, we do find that in most cases, or in many cases, families are not completely prepared. They may have thought out a long-term solution, but they don't know what they'll do in the short term when a crisis arises. And oftentimes they feel bad about that, but I certainly believe that we have a hard time planning for when the time comes that we have to make.
You don't even want to think about that time's even going to come.
Oh, absolutely not. So we avoid it, like many things that we think might be unpleasant. But in fact, the good news is that we're there, Elder Life is there, and we do this every day. We deal with families who've planned and families who haven't. And we help them understand what's there for them, and we work with them to make sure that their loved ones are taken care of.
Well, great advice. Thank you so much for coming by and sharing this information with us this morning. I'm certain it's going to be useful to some of our viewers out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to know more? Simply log on to our website. It's thebalancingact.com for information about Elder Life's line of credit and other financial services. Oh, and remember, we're on Facebook, we're also on Twitter, and we always love hearing your personal stories.